Josh here from Untitled Productions, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create a time-lapse video using your Zhiyun Crane. Now for those of you who don't know what a time-lapse is, it's basically a whole bunch of photos compressed into a video, making time pass by a lot quicker than reality. So basically anything that takes a long amount of time, a time-lapse can just compress that time and show everything in fast motion. Now, as stated earlier, we are not going to be shooting video. We are going to be shooting manual stills with your camera. So make sure you either have the time-lapse feature built into your camera or a separate intervalometer. It's basically a little remote module that hooks up directly into your camera and controls the shutter and the picture taking process. So before we get into shooting our time lapse, make sure that your camera is set to full manual mode. Manual exposure, manual white balance, manual focus, manual shutter speed, and so on. Especially when you're shooting outside, colors tend to change along with exposure. In time lapses, you can sometimes notice weird flickering, inconsistent focus, and exposure. This all has to do with the operator not properly setting the camera up. So I always shoot in manual mode, full manual mode, when shooting time lapses. Now in order for you to use the Zhiyun Crane as a time-lapse module, you will have to download the Zyplay app. You can find this in the App Store. Once you download it, go ahead and open it and connect to your crane. So once you've connected your crane, you want to press on the Settings tab, then press on Application Mode, and make sure that it's switched to phone control and not phone camera. Once you've done that, press on the film strip icon, and then press on the moving time-lapse option. Next, you'll see an icon has popped up. This is where we set our keyframes for our time-lapse. So let's go ahead and set the starting point. I want the crane to start over here. Once we're happy with the beginning point, we can press the plus button in the blue box. And then we can set another keyframe as our ending part of the time lapse. And you can set more keyframes as you wish. But for right now, I'm pretty happy. So then we press on Next. Next, we have to set the time interval and duration. Since we don't have a camera control cable, time interval doesn't really matter here. You can set the camera's interval on the intervalometer or inside the camera itself. Next, let's set the duration for this time lapse. How long do we want this time lapse to be recorded for? Let's do it for 30 seconds, just so I show you how the camera moves. You can set it for a pretty long time. The time lapse that I've showed you already has been recorded over an hour. So you can do up to 3 hours in this application. And once you've set the camera app settings properly, you can go ahead and turn on your camera and make sure the camera settings are done properly as well. So since we don't have a camera control cable, we will need to simultaneously press start and the shutter release button here. That way the time-lapse process will get started on both the camera and the Zhiyun Crane. Now we can start. You can see that it springs to life and it will start doing the time lapse. Of course, since it's 30 seconds, you're gonna see the camera move a lot faster than usual for normal time lapses, but I just want to give you an overall look of how this looks like. And some people I've noticed on Facebook groups and forums for the Zhiyun Crane have stated that if they select an hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours, they don't notice the Zhiyun Crane moving. Trust me, it's moving. It's just going so slow that you can't really see it. The time-lapse feature on the Zhiyun Crane is not yet perfected. It's still bumpier than I would like, so I strongly recommend using digital stabilization in post-production. So I hope this video has showed you how to properly create a time-lapse video with your camera and Zhiyun Crane. Don't forget to give this video a like and share it with your friends. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. I can't wait to see what you guys create. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.